Hi, freedom seekers. I'm non-monogamous Mark.
And I'm badass Cat.
And together we're the dynamic duo. And we're here today talking about dysfunctional disability or disabled. You see, yesterday we talked about how we are capable and we are also able. And oftentimes our ability is moving away from our capability instead of closer to and closing that gap up. And so today is kind of a follow through with that. We really want to take and encourage people who live ethically and consensually non-monogamous lives to live lives that are looked up upon to, it's like, wow, they just really have it together. And so here today is the dysfunction of disable or disability. And with that, it's like, yes, I'm not disabled and you possibly aren't either. But yet, when I look back on my life, I certainly today am not able to do the things that I did when I was in my 20s. And so therefore, I'm not as able, and being not as able, that's the definition of being disabled. You do less with your ability instead of more. And so we want to take and kind of help you to just think about this, the areas that are in your relationship, your health and your fitness. I know for me, my disability went to where my weight went downhill. So I had to turn that around first, and then I could turn around the rest of the health of my body. When Kat and I met, she had turned around her weight as well, but she was still not healthy. She was, for the most part, because of her couch potato life and eating wrong things, she was headed in the direction of disabilities. You want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, just briefly, I ended up weighing almost 200 pounds on a 5'3" frame. And once I lost the weight, I still didn't have the energy or the flexibility to move and to do the things I wanted. And so I took action and turned that around.
And so just think for yourself, where has your life gone more in the direction of not being able than moving in the direction of being able? Financial ability is another area as well. Even our relationship abilities, our relationship abilities, when you're young, sometimes you're fearless and you think you've got the world by the tail and you're not afraid to approach someone that maybe you now are afraid to approach people. And so you've become relationship disabled. And maybe also then with your sex life, as your sex life gotten routine. One of the things that we talked about this morning, because we had a threesome this morning with a friend of mine, and we talked about the fact that when we aren't having sex with friends, then we get into this routine where it's just not quite as energetic and juicy and lovely. And so, that's where then take and think about your abilities and how you can turn that around. For us then with the sex is having sex with friends.
That's right.
And I hope that you find that that's enjoyable for you too. But go ahead and you want to learn more about things of non-monogamy, click on the link below.